Good afternoon, folks, and happy Saturday. This is day 25 working down here at the ranch. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit of a late start this morning. I decided to eat some Lucky Charms and watch some cartoons. And after the fifth failed attempt of Wile E. Coyote trying to get that Roadrunner, I came to the conclusion that I better be productive today. I also came to the conclusion that the Roadrunner is nothing but trouble. One day Wile E. Coyote will get him. Anyway, I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around out here today. It's a little bit hot, but I made a couple executive decisions that that big old tree's got to go. Now that I'm here, it's a lot bigger than I remember it being, but I need to get rid of that tree, and I'm gonna get this tree out of the way. That thing there, I think it's about dead anyway. I don't think I've seen any kind of real branches or pine needles on there since I've been down here, but that'll give me a little bit more room to move around here. Don't tell anybody, but I backed my truck into that tree right there, so I can't let it get away with that. I'm probably gonna have to take that one down too. I'm just saying, but here we go, day 25. I'm gonna see if I can get I didn't bring my chainsaw, so hopefully I can get it with the sawzall, but I'm gonna at least get this tree knocked down and moved out of the way. My fire pit, my fire area there, that brush pile there is what I'm trying to say. I gotta get it burned out here eventually. Remember all that rain? I was like, oh, it's gonna rain all weekend and blah blah blah. You know, don't listen to me when it comes to the weather, folks, because I have no idea, but I don't think it rained a drop. So anyway, day 25, here we go. Never fails. He's just trying to get on camera, that's all it is. Well, I probably should have asked if anybody wanted a Christmas tree. My bad. I'm sure I could probably still round you one up. I got about 1,000 pine trees out here, but anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cut this thing down with the sawzall. I may have to wait and get my chainsaw. I'm going to give it an attempt, and at some point I'll probably, maybe today, I don't know. I don't really have a big game plan today, so I may, if I can get this cut, I may try to dig it on out, get it on out of here. But I bent my blade there, so I gotta change out blades, and I'm gonna try one time, see if I can get it through there. But I imagine if I do, my battery's gonna be dead, so I'm gonna be kind of standing around wondering what decisions I've made in life that's led me to here at 95 degrees in the middle of the southern summer heat. Anyway, I'm babbling. Here we go. Yeah, that one there just about took out my clubhouse and my rainwater barrel. That wouldn't have been good at all. But got those two knocked out. I'm actually surprised my Sawzall. This one here was like dead. It pretty well cut right through there. But this one here over here might get lucky today. I'm not sure if my Sawzall battery's got enough juice to get rid of it. But anyway, you can't even hardly see it, but I backed into that there tree, and I might just have to teach it a lesson. I don't think I can let it get away with that, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna move my truck, that way it doesn't fall on it and get its final revenge. Here we go. That's correct, sir. I was backing up and the tree jumped right out into the road, and there was nothing I could do. I couldn't miss him. I had to save some bystanders that were standing around watching, because it fell and it almost hit him. I had to get him pushed out of the way. You guys can thank me later, pushing that tree out of the way. Yeah, no, I'll come and fill out all the paperwork. I just figured I'd let you know. I wanted to be the first one that told you. Okay, thank you, sir. Bye. Okay, story's clear. That tree jumped right out in front of the road. I had no choice. Well, if you can imagine, it's starting to rain a little bit. Anyway, the Sawzall blade seems to still have a little juice, so I'm gonna try to get that little cluster of trees off of this big tree here, and that'll be a good part of that first little island that's cleaned up. I'll see about how much longer I want to go. Probably not much more than an hour, but I may go ahead and get in there and clean that up just a little bit too. So here we go. All right, well, I'm done with all that physical labor for the day. I think it is Saturday after all. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna go change out the SIM cards. Did I get that pointed at it? I don't know. I have a habit of trying to show you something and not getting it on the camera. But anyway, go trade out these SIM cards. I brought one more camera out. This is the newest of my old ones. I have two other ones that are like, you can see on some of the dates on some of the trail cam footage that I show, but it's like, if it's not 2012, it's like 2014. So that thing's a decade old, and I haven't had much luck on it. And any picture I did, it was really blurry. So, and I basically have one more like that one, but I'm gonna get it set up somewhere new, somewhere I haven't put one before, because I have it in all the spots I try out in this area. I hardly ever get anything on it. Every now and then I get a deer on there, but anyway, I'm babbling on. Maverick, let's go change out these SIM cards, see if we got any deer. All right, here we go. I have not seen anything on the Vosker in about a week. That last I think a couple videos ago, I had that buck show up on that camera on the corner there that I always get some activity. Other than that, I haven't seen anything for a minute, so I'm not sure what these will show. Hopefully Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster. But I'm glad I got this weed eated up. It was getting thick back here. Again, this is the one I've had very little luck with. I even lowered it last time I was out, so let's see what happens. All right, she's set and ready. I do have some new news. I went and got a new battery for my GoPro. I was just checking the charge on it right now, and this thing is holding up way longer than my other one. So hopefully I don't have to use that other camera or go buy a new one, because those jokers aren't cheap. All right, here's the hot camera, Maverick. I think we're about 12 for 12 on this one, so let's see what happens. Alright, so I kindly moved this spider last time I was out here. I don't know how well you can see it, it's not very big. And it has decided to kindly go back into the middle of the trail, so I think I can go under it. Yeah. Well folks, day 25, it was short, kind of short and sweet. But we got a couple trees knocked out of the way. That was another reason I wanted to get rid of that one right there where my truck's at, so I can get my truck closer to the lean-to once it's all completed. There'll probably be a few things I'm gonna drop off and leave in there. But this little area is starting to get cleaned up a little bit. Next time I get in here with my weed eater, I need to see if I can will myself to get out here with the rake and try to rake that little section up and right around in here, start getting it cleaned up. I'll probably eventually take those two trees out. Not sure when, but I'll probably focus on this area the next time I'm out here and have a little bit of time, because it's definitely right on the way up the path, and it'll definitely open up a lot more space right up in here, and it'll look a little better. Almost everything from there on I'm gonna let grow, except for the main road. Everything else is pretty much gonna grow. At some point in time, many moons down the road, I'm gonna get over here and start working and kind of do the same thing. Get this kind of opened up like this is opened up. And eventually, folks, I don't know when, maybe come fall time when it's a little bit cooler and I can get out here and work like all day, basically cutting down trees and bushes and making another trail. But I'm gonna eventually start working my way back that way too. Alright, so I've kind of been asking myself, right up here is where this corner's at, that I keep catching that buck and his little girlfriend running around. And I keep asking myself, where are they coming from? Because I feel like if they were coming in this way, I'd catch them on my camera over there. So I think where I'm going to put this third trail cam is down over here around this corner, and just see if they're somehow coming in on this other side, because I feel like if they were coming from straight in front of the camera, I'd see them coming in. And if they were coming from where the other camera's at, I feel like I would see more on that camera. So I'm thinking they're somehow cutting the corner here somewhere and sneaking maybe in through here. So this leads back to that hot camera, and you can almost see a little trail going through there, like a deer trail. So I think I'm gonna set a camera up on one of these trees right here. I'm not sure which one, I'll figure it out. Alright, so I put it right here. I feel like I'm probably gonna end up getting a bunch of pictures if these things start the wind starts blowing those. But next time I come out with my weed eater, I'll clean up this area a little bit, because I think I either actually want to put it on this tree, possibly that big tree back there in the middle, but I want to get it all cleared out. I didn't really think that through, but all right, so we'll see if that new spot picks up anything on the next. We'll let it marinate out here for a while, but I got an extra SIM card for it. That was part of my problem, is I only had a couple SIM cards or SD cards, whatever you want to call them. So I either had to bring them with me, and then that whole time I missed anything that was out here in between then. So I finally got 3 SD cards for 3 of my cameras, so I can just swap them in and out rather than losing any time. But anyway, there's all that. Well, doggone it, I didn't bring my shovel, I didn't bring my hammer. I don't think there's any way I can dig those stumps out of the ground today. Dadgummit, that's really disappointing. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for day 25. It was kind of short and sweet, but got quite a few things done. Got a couple of these trees knocked out of the way. But I think I've got a long list of stuff I still need to try to get done out here, but I think next week we're going to put the order together for the sheet metal for this here lean-to. I feel like that's maybe a 1 or 2 day project. I don't know, could turn into 3 or 4 day project, but even if it's 3 or 4 days, we're really close to having this finished off. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until it's finished off to start working on my bricks to see where I want to get them set up, because I may have like a little cooking area inside, and then I may have a little cooking area outside, and basically some sort of a little fire. Because I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to is the winter months when it's a little bit cooler. I can come in here and have a little fire and warm up and get out here and work, because I can work in the cooler weather a lot better than I can the hot weather. Anyway, I did a whole lot more talking than working today, but I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate you following me along on this journey here, and day 25 is over. I'm not sure what day 26 has to bring, but it'll probably just be a continuation of getting this little area cleared out up here and getting ready for the next big project. So appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you next time.